Hello and welcome to Learning as we play Stellaris. I'm the Imperor, and this is a series where I play Stellaris and I tell you what I do, why I do it, while I do it, so you maybe potentially learn how to play Stellaris as well and can have fun with the game as it is. I don't go over everything. I don't tell you what every little button does. I will talk about the things I do while I do them so you get a feeling for how to play this game. Right now, we're in a bit of a pickle. If you're new to the series, I suggest start at episode 1 down the playlist. And if you have any questions about Stellaris, the series, or anything else related to this, please, down in the comments below, let me know. Now, this is a bit of a pickle. And we are going to go ahead and try and get ourselves out of this pickle. We have just been declared war on by a neighboring star empire without great prior warning, and our defensive station here is not quite big enough to fend off their fleets. There is a tiny little chance that we might be able to fend them off with what we have, but honestly I don't quite think so. So instead of trying to throw all of our fleets into this meat grinder, which this will become in no time at all, we will be sending what fleets we have to the next potentially fortified system that we can muster, and we will try and fortify ourselves as best we can. We might be, or we're definitely losing these systems here, but depending on how they play it, they might split up their fleets, things might happen that will help us in some way, shape or form. With certainty, I want to make sure that our construction ships and stuff are moved out of this area, because they are definitely going to get destroyed or they will have to flee, so I will try and pull these back now. And while our science ships, I think they can stay as they are. We'll try and push our extension a little bit further. Things are a little bit difficult for us now, so we need way more. We need way more alloy. We're about to we have finished the automation building here, which should generate us some stuff, but I'm feeling that maybe the assembly patterns only goes for this area and not for the mixed industry over here, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping that this would help us. Yeah, this planet here is also... Wait, no, this is not the planet. This planet here... What planet was it? One planet is dealing a little bit with some crime. I think it's this one. Yeah.
Unfriendly traffic en route. Build job complete.
So the first fleet has soon arrived in our system here. Again, it's 4,000 strong.
We've constructed something game-changing.
And there are 2 of them. So
Spaceport
our station
breach
here
detected. We're under siege.
is very unlikely to survive this. They're dealing a lot of damage to shields and a lot of damage to everything else as well. They are struggling a tiny bit with hull damage, but
targets tagged.
Not much.
Time for a trace.
We can check our information here on the battle. So we dealt quite a bit of damage here with medium coil guns. They're pretty good. Small coil guns. So coil guns overall, well, we're pretty decent against these. They have a lot of blue lasers, nuclear missiles, which we don't have anything much against. And yeah, lasers and everything. So their main damage here on hulls came from mass drivers and blue lasers. Mass drivers, blue lasers, mass drivers. So that's what they got. And I think they deal the most damage to everything, really. They have here something with 149%, and here something 194. They can punch through everything we have, basically. That's a bit of a problem. So we lost our first system. We can see now with this little spiderweb thing in red around that they have occupied the system. And this is now theirs. There's no planet for them to conquer first. So this is their planet. If they encounter a planet, then they will have to take that planet down. We have our very tiny little army, which we will now take. And we will land on one of the planets here, which are in the way of the enemy. We will also go ahead and build defensive stations here. Which are not quite ideal. We'll build some strongholds. We don't have that much in terms of resources to do anything much at the moment. So really we have to wait and hope and see for the best at this point. We can't really upgrade this station much. So maybe we could try and fall back to this system. Hope that they attack us there. But now they will just
The system has been cased.
go where they want to go. Our war here is a bit of a problem because if war exhaustion reaches 100%, then we can push for status quo, or they can force us to take whatever deal. They want to vassalize us. Again, that wouldn't mean the end of our game. We would then just be their vassal. But right now, okay, so we see they're splitting their fleets, which helps us only slightly because I don't think
our station is in the crosshairs.
our small ships here will be enough to deal with this, even just with one of their fleets, which is why I'm pretty pessimistic about winning this, because they absolutely can take us apart just with one of their fleets already, unless they fight us in one of our defended systems, which again, there isn't really anything here. We could try and sit there, bait
This
them
isn't
into
going
attacking
well.
us here.
Jacking out.
So I think we're gonna combine all of our fleets and everything right on this planet here. This is our kinda our next most defended area in this system here. So hopefully they will
Build
try and
job
attack
complete.
us there. For now they seem to be taking all this down, which okay, I don't mind that much.
Our
We have
station
of
is in the
course
crosshairs.
a problem that we will be losing our ships potentially here. We can't really push back. So we will
Spaceport
just go
offline.
ahead and try and throw alloys into our fleets at this point. So we'll just click reinforce all and hope we can build some ships that will then potentially give them some pause. And we'll sit
Could be a sweet data package here.
everyone in here. Our scientist here surveying Thrish A. You're just leading one of them. Okay, we're not on the council, so we'll make you an explorer. That's fine. Let you see a little bit further. Check out the systems.
Our station is in the crosshairs.
Still don't think we can build anything here. Let's bring all of our construction ships around here and we'll just build an outpost there. It costs us a lot of alloys to do. But that's okay. I don't even know where we just got the infusion of alloys from. Just suddenly had a bunch of alloys. First contact here. Okay, space amoebas. We're gonna go for easy prey because we keep fighting these things every time we find them. Or we could just coexist. And we can try and pacify these creatures. You know, why not? Let's
External
try and
uplink
coexist.
established.
Let's try and coexist with these. We're currently in a war. Let's try and make some peace where we can. We're not gonna go and research this right now. Though then again,
Spaceport offline.
let's see, what are we even what are we researching here? Ah yeah, no, we want this sooner than later. Okay, we're sending all of our military down here to this one station, which is sort of defensible.
New council agendas on deck. Targets tagged.
Sort of.
Time for a trace.
Again, the enemies are just kind of pushing through our systems here. We don't have much to put against them. We could try and take our systems back right now, but it doesn't really help us much. So our agenda is done. What we could do is maybe... Yeah, we could go for strong on our own. It doesn't really help us right now, but it increases our pop growth speed, so... We don't have anything militarily. We're pacifists.
Someone's trying to connect.
Oh, cool. We get a non-aggression pact with these guys. The militaristic commissariat. I'll take it. We were supposed to get a non-aggression pact. So we'll just take it. Not a problem. Where did I get the alloy from? Just suddenly it was there. Got a diplomatic insult from the horse people who are hostile to us. Alright. I mean, if we become a
Game-changing
vassal
upgrades incoming.
of these guys, then they will
Our
also have to
station
defend
is in the
us
crosshairs.
in case we're being attacked. So that's pretty cool for us, honestly.
Spaceport offline.
New research here. Blocker 2 of these. Terraforming gases. Let's see. We could go for this now. This is pretty good. Defensive armies damage plus 33%. Right now, we kind of need armies. So we're gonna go try and see if we can get our defensive armies much stronger before enemies reach us and attack us. Maybe we can send this guy out here. Get them away from the enemy. They will try to flee anyway,
Unfriendly traffic en route.
but we'll see. So these are just reinforcements. Again, they have like 8,000 fleet power. We have nothing like that. With our station down
Research
here,
ship in danger. Save
we
the
have very
data.
little. Okay, I think no, our ship got
Our
away.
station is in the crosshairs.
Our ship got away, but I think we need to move our ships here into a neutral system, so these guys don't follow us.
We've data mined this system dry.
Losing some trade.
Spaceport offline.
And yeah, they're taking everything over here, which not a great surprise. Not a great surprise right now. That's what we would be doing as well if we could afford it. If we could attack them.
The system has been cased.
But maybe they give us enough time here to shore up our defenses a little bit. They are sending here this. I mean, we could fight this one ship. Their other fleets are too far away to do anything to save this. They are up around here. We don't exactly know where they are, so I'm a little bit scared to send our ships out. They might just appear here in a moment.
Spaceport offline.
So I'm not quite willing to send these out. Let's see. Of course, we're leaving our home station open by putting our fleets here in hopes that they will attack us down there and not just go straight for a home station. Our home system. We'll see about it. We'll send out our fleets here to the north, and maybe we also give this guy here a leader. Let's recruit this guy who's a Void Hunter. Not super ideal, but it's better than having no one to lead these. Maybe they're going to try and come around here to get this system. Could be funny if they try. We'll just keep getting more systems here. Okay, our fleets have arrived to defend against this fleet. It's a very small fleet. We can definitely take this one down. And it would be a small win at least for us. Let's see, resettlement cost. Oh, definitely we go for this. Defense army damage plus 25%, orbital bombardment damage minus 25%. Makes us more defensible, which I like.
Our station is in the crosshairs.
Okay, they're attacking our station now. They don't have shields, interestingly enough. Which is good for us, because I don't think we have actually much against shields. So I've defeated this fleet. Again, we don't know where their fleets are right now. So we could, of course, go take this back. We want to keep an eye on this here. If we can force them into a status quo and just lose a few systems, that would be preferable. Exarchitis is growing up. The boy we took in. The lost little alien boy. Always a remarkable...
We've data mined this system dry.
Ooh, we need to pause. I don't want to do anything without seeing what's happening right now. Always a precocious child, Exarchitis' 10th year marks the beginning of a more advanced studies. Until now, our focus has been on encouraging his boundless curiosity, and providing him with all the tools necessary to pursue his interests. In the coming years, he will be tutored by the best minds that we have to offer. His potential to become a leader in the sciences more than justifies this investment. The question is, upon what foundation will this education proceed? Alright. Impress upon him the value of life. Let's make him a pacifistic leader. I mean, right now, maybe we should tell him not to trust outsiders. Yeah, right now we're a little bit extra scared here of the people. So we will send our military fleets here. Retake this system. It won't matter much, but we are getting here some positive outcomes for us. Slightly.
Attempting brute force entry on an enemy station.
So we'll just retake our own station.
We need an exit strategy, stat.
Okay. Some ships fled for some reason. I don't know. Let's bring these guys back home. Or back in a little bit. Okay, I don't know exactly where his fleets are, so... I will just keep researching in this direction. Keep looking at what's going on out there. We lost the leader here. For some reason. How? Huh. Well, we'll just get a new leader. A younger one. And we upgrade you to be what? Meticulous? Let's have you live long and prosper, maybe. And then you can go and survey this system there. That's probably good for you. Okay, very interesting stuff happening here. So I don't know where his fleets went.
Unfriendly traffic en route.
There they are, they're coming now. So we have already told our fleets to leave this system again. And we will see if they are willing to take the fight to our fleets. So we just pull them down south. And we will keep moving our civilian ships out of the way, back away. Just away, just away. Nothing else, doesn't really matter. We just want them away from everything. And okay, we can build one whole ship. Let's do it. Every little ship counts. So as long as he keeps his fleets together, there's very little we can do in terms of winning. So even if we like defeat a little bit.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
So they're taking this, of course.
Build job complete.
Not a question. And they will also take this here. Can't really defend that. There are planets here, though. We'll see what they do if they attack down here.
Unfriendly traffic en route.
Ideally, they try. Ideally, they try and attack us there. We are cutting ourselves off from reinforcements, though. So if they don't take the bait and go south, we're kind of...
We need an exit strategy, stat!
Pretty dead. Pretty dead. Let's send this out. I would like them not to get caught. They will definitely destroy this station, not a question. And then they will potentially attack our planets. Or most likely they're gonna bombard our planets. Can you please leave?
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
Okay, it's not leaving. Basically, the second our fleets are destroyed, we are giving up. Pretty much, like there's no sense in us trying anything here at all anymore. In terms of trying to fight this. Once our fleets are dead, the only thing we can try and hope for is like outmaneuver them. Hope to pull them into a fight here, which isn't even the best option for us. Like we defended against the south and these guys so well, and this is where the true danger lied. We didn't know. Our archaeologists were preparing blah 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 upon a large amount of fresh stubble there under the used royal nose swab. Blah blah blah. The rubricator is a replicator. An ingenious alien invention that can make endless copies of just about any artifact, and soon it is ours. Planetside team will begin getting this done. So this is here? I don't know where this is happening. The excavation might be happening up here. Somewhere? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see an excavation in progress right now. It's not this one. But of course we have other worries. Talons from the void. Snarling, hissing fiend has appeared out of the void. With one swipe of a giant talons, she snatched the archaeological shuttle. I don't know why I'm speaking so wrongly right now. Carrying the excavation team and the rubricator back to the gears, bending it open and prying the rubricator from within. Seems we have finally had the displeasure of meeting the hoarding rats assailant. The dragon must have been attracted by their countless treasures and made their nest within the royal palace. Feasting upon their bodies, perhaps she was on the prowl for observed from afar the excavated ruins. Alright, so in this system here now, yeah, we're losing this system now. We could translate her animal noises or engage evasive maneuvers. Let's translate the noises. Let's see what it says. Let's try and be peaceful. The rats went squeak, squeak, squeak. Oh, come on. Yeah, we saw the Leviathan. That's what we just summoned. And their bones went crunch, crunch, crunch. Now it's your turn to tickle the inside of Shard's belly. Yes, you have been naughty little ones. The rubricator belongs to Shard. Please don't hurt us. But Shard has never eaten any of your kind before. Shard wants to know what it is like to gnaw on your stomachs. Are they tender? Come here. Don't be shy. Let good old Shard have a look. Dragon squints exposes her fangs, sizing up a ship's crew, recoils in disgust. Why, you look like a stomach ache and a half. No thank you, but if you ever have the audacity to return, Shard will pick her teeth with you. Bones, and she will now leave before I get hungry. Okay, so... I don't know what happens now. I feel like we're gonna lose this system here. Shard just kind of
Research ship in danger. Save the data.
Okay. Alright, we lost this system as well, and they're bringing
We've
their
data mined
armies
this system dry.
to take our systems, our planets. We do not have enough defensive armies. A thunderous rumble, and then suddenly her wings are wrapped around the ship, her steamy breath, blah blah blah.
Offline.
Why you whet my appetite, little ones? She purrs softly and lunges with all her might fangs of prey. Okay, she's eating our shit. Okay. All the bad things happening. I knew this would happen. I knew the event chain, so eventually this dragon comes and just exists there. We can take care of it later.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
Well, at some point anyway. Right now...
Our defenses are getting breached. Spaceport
Again,
offline.
We have very different problems. So I think we might as well just surrender. Like, there's... We could lose our
We've
fleet
data
here,
mined this system dry.
as in try and fight them, but... I don't really see the point. Yeah, they're taking everything. There's nothing we can do. I don't think our fleets are capable of fighting this. The power imbalance is just too great. Even if we could take down one fleet, that would mean we could take down the other, but I don't think they will keep their fleets far enough apart to make that a possibility for us. So I've been dealing a little bit with food scarcity, which is something we should not forget. So we'll just go with gene crops and increase our farmers' output a little bit more without having to build anything. Yeah, so sometimes in these games you kind of have to decide, do we keep this war going, lose more resources in it, or do we just accept what it is and then we surrender and we become their subject? It's, yeah, that's what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. The worst possible outcome, indeed. So yeah, they have left our systems again, and now they're allies because they are overload. We have lost this war. Now let's find out what it means together. There are no more invading us. All good. They're gone. Yeah, we are... Yeah, we have been subjugated. Our borders are now open to these. We have no choice anymore. They are our overlord. And honestly, I don't think I've ever been a vassal to anything here. So, I don't know. I don't know what that means for us. We could improve our relationship with them. We could negotiate agreement. Like, this is what we're looking for. We don't want to be integrated into their stuff. We want independent diplomacy. Here is how willing they are with doing this, which is, you know, we have to wait anyway. They're not willing to do any changes quite yet, but we could try and get ourselves a little bit better. The subject may expand the empire, but must pay an influence tithe to the overlord when they build an outpost. So our outposts just become a little bit more expensive. Could go for, hey, let me do this. Contribution. Currently we are contributing nothing, which is good. We could ask them to send us stuff and be like, hey, give me stuff. So it's not all bad necessarily. Overlord conflicts, we only have to go into defensive stuff and they get to have one holding. Or we could disallow this. Independent census, DNA tithe. Not doing anything like that. Could go with none and none. Subject conflicts, defensive. So if we attack, they have to join us. We could go into, okay, we don't want anything. But yeah, they will not want this. Okay, but it's not the absolute worst situation for us right now. Currently, we are on a vassal. Can we end the agreement? Request to be released from subjugation. We could try. They will not let us. I don't think we can change this either. We could ask to become a certain thing, which is a specialization of a vassal, which would make certain things of our stuff much, much stronger. But also change what we give to them and what they give to us. Right now, we're kind of just a vassal. Can't really vote, which doesn't really matter to us. Expansion costs more. That's fine. We have a lot of influence. We have to help them if they attack. They have to help us if we attack. And they're pretty big and strong. So, yeah. I'm assuming this was an advanced AI start. Because they have just so many powerful ships. It's kind of crazy. But then again, we're also pacifist. They are militaristic. So that makes a lot of sense that they would be way, way more powerful than we are. But at least this is done and over now. So we can kind of set everyone back to doing their thing. You are not our archaeologist. Another leader died, a scientist. So right now nothing bad has happened much. We're not quite as independent anymore. But we're also a little bit safer to a degree. We definitely want to throw off the shackles of vassalage eventually. But right now we don't mind. We didn't lose any territory. We can still expand. So we'll be fine eventually. Not to worry. Of course, we lost this system up here. We'll take it back eventually once we have the power to take down Shard. That's okay. Let's keep it traditional here. Get us some monthly unity and stability. We can quite need that right now. Our leader died. Fleet order cancelled. That's where our leader died. And let's bring in another researcher. And we'll just go with the meticulous guy. 625. Boy, he is a level 5, level 4. Sorry, she gets a lot of points already. Let's get you survey speed. And let's get you more meticulous. And let's make you a scholar. And let's... I think scholar also does archaeology, so you get to do everything. And of course you start with weirdness. Why are you going this way? Why are you not going this way? What's your problem? Probably gonna go do some extra projects or archaeology or something. So this is not something you necessarily want, but it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Our story is just a little bit changed now. Things are a little bit different now. Under new management is what it says here in our timeline.
Trace complete. We got him.
Okay, molten planetary slag. Wonderful. We don't quite care. Let's see. Event mass extinction. While the research expedition will often yield unexpected results, Jolyon scientists now have access to unprecedented wealth of data with which to accurately model the future of Bryn. Initial reports suggest that the Bryn will be in no real danger for at least a dozen generations, save from freak cosmic events or the violent collapse of the Jolyon Empire. The Jolyon people should be put at ease. We get a lot of influence and a lot of unity, or we get some research. What else can we learn from these planets? I think the Jolyon people should be at ease. We are mainly scared, and this is kind of comforting to know. The birth of the galactic community. We're peaceful, so we're gonna join this galactic community. Which also opens us up to some other information. Okay, we want to have this system because that's yet another border region. Let's move this guy over here. Caught in the eye. Need to rescue this ship. Wait, this is even more interesting now. I think we'll be fine. We lose a science ship up there, but this
We've data mined this system dry.
Is now better. And we want to build here. Okay. Yeah, the cost is not that important. We have 38 before, now it's 56, I think. We had 38 because of one of the things that we picked. I think in our traditions, maybe. The outpost cost going down. Yeah, here. So it's kind of going back up. That's fine. A lot of things are happening. I'm very sorry if this is all too fast for you right now. It's tough for me to try and slow this down properly. So, okay, we joined the galactic community. This is just basically a galactic kind of senate thing, and everyone who's in there is governed by certain laws. Right now, we could select a leader to send there, and I think we're gonna go pick a specific official. Someone who has something. No, we don't really have anyone really suited for this. We'll hire this guy to represent us up here. And now they will try and do laws. Do we support the formation of a galactic market? Yes, we do support this. We're not allowed to vote independently. So our overlord, these guys here, the Anathurian Citizen Compact, we just vote with them. And they are these guys here. and they're one of the bigger players on the playground. And we are very weak if you look at that. Like, we are extremely weak, but this is because we are isolationist and subject, so our diplomatic power is extremely limited out here. So we never really have to look at this in our playthrough at the moment. But here there would be laws that affect everyone who's part of this. You don't have to be part of this. They're not allied. There's still wars in here. It's basically the United Nations. So it's a little bit of a toothless tiger, not quite as toothless as the United Nations, but it's very close. It's very close. So yeah, this thing exists now in one of our systems, or in one of our former systems anyway. More borders are being closed because we have now met a lot more spacefaring civilizations through joining this place. Which is good.
Agenda
It
available.
seems
They
there
sure
might
like to
not
keep
be
up
anyone
appearances.
living over here, so that's nice. And we are now building our outpost here, blocking off these guys from this area of space. So all of this is ours, basically. All of this here is all ours. We have blocked this off successfully from both our allies and our enemies. So we can build, we can grow, we can become stronger, we can be a menace eventually. Right now we're a little bit of on the back seat, but that's all right. We'll build all out. Not a problem. Nothing to worry about. Let's trade a little bit more here to offset our trade deficit. And let's check through our planets what we can do. Empire capital. I think the automation thing here is useless. I think the automation thing mainly makes sense down on these things to help work these a little bit more. We have 0 jobs available and we have some unemployment, so we could build something here. Do we have something super interesting, which is like an empire thing, only once per empire or something? Not really, no. So we could build another district for something. And I think we're gonna go with another food district. And maybe another one of these here. More research, more unity, more consumer goods, a little bit of alloy. It's not very powerful what we're getting here, but I like building this out as well. Food is more important, of course. Let's see this place here. So I think this does nothing. I don't think it affects this at all. But let's see. Farming jobs, mining jobs, blah blah blah. Does this come in as its own thing? Automation building? I don't know. Why is our growth going down? Why is this going down? Population change last month. This might be a planet that was bombed. Nope, not a planet that was bombed. I do not know why this went down. No idea. But that's okay. That's okay. So I think the automation buildings are mainly sensible down here. Not so much in any other slot. Okay, we have a lot of jobs open still here. Look at all these jobs. No one's working, nothing. Jobs galore. What's happening here in the economy? No one is working this. There's no amenities this way. That's why. Kind of have to switch out of these. Can we bring workers from somewhere? There are actually a bunch of civilians sitting around there. That's good for us. Let's bring them here to work these jobs here. That's actually pretty good. We have a lot of jobs to fill in. Sadly, they mainly go in here because this is what I'm
Build job
prioritizing,
complete.
but we can prioritize this now, which is fine. We still got enough. But this place doesn't have so low amenities anymore. Okay, what do we have here? It's all fine, all dandy. 287 jobs. 1,000 jobs. Yeah. Bet. So this is a Forge world where we just started building defensive stations quickly. Try and stave off an imminent invasion. Well. Jobs, 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 jobs. I'm looking at this number. Economy here. We need people working this. Do we have more civilians? Let's send them here. Do we have civilians elsewhere? Free jobs. We have free jobs everywhere, basically. So many. So many free jobs, but it's okay. It's okay. We have no jobs at home. Here we have some unemployed we can send around. Just kind of gonna make up our mind where we want to send them. Okay, more people are closing. A lot of people are joining. So eventually we'll know most everyone in the galaxy, thanks to being where we are. Okay, let's get an overview of our civilian ships again, because we stopped a lot of stuff here to try and deal with this. Let's get our armies embarked again. Let's send them back into our own system. Also, let's send these guys back home, reinforce, and I think pressing U brings them back, or B brings them back. We can set a home base for them, which is Rin Station, and if I press B on the keyboard, then they automatically go back there. And we'll try and do the same thing here, and we'll just upgrade them because that's where they can only do that there. Not a problem. Okay, we have these transport ships we're gonna bring home as well. And we have these construction ships sitting around everywhere now. Yeah, alright. I feel like someone was building something here, but it doesn't look like they actually did. So we're just gonna go build an outpost. I mean, if no one's taking it, we're taking it. And we just do this for all the systems right now. Oh, we don't have the alloy. Of course, we don't have the alloy. Well, then we automate you. And we do the same with you guys. I mean, these are all sitting right there. Automate. Are you not building a station? Were you not supposed to build a station? So we have some time now. We're not pressed for time anymore. We could take this. Oh, we don't have the alloy, so we just let you automate as well. Got a science ship sitting around here. You are our... not an archaeologist, so let's just send you out there. Do whatever you feel. It's right with you. And you are also not an archaeologist, but you can just go and continue exploring. And we could actually use our military fleets to take care of some of these enemies here, blocking our ways. The space amoeba, to take them down. It would be a possibility. Right now I'm not too interested in these systems. So we still have our defensive stations outward. I will continue building this up because eventually there will be war. Definitely, or most likely there will be war here too. So this will be something we need to upgrade as well. The Kirbus system.
We've constructed something game-changing.
We do 2 fortress walls here and there. That's also an option for us. We could do that as well. Because, well, if they come through here, they will have to go north or south. And they will have to go into a planet or two. So this here could be all very defensive stuff. We have a lot of planets up here. So this is definitely a nice little sector eventually. So again, it's a little bit of a shame here. Having lost that war, but it's not so bad. It's not that bad, honestly. The urban world here. Let's upgrade the gene clinics. Let's build something that generates us some trade value here. Build some commercial zones. So maybe we can deal with this. That's what it's for. How far away are we from the last thing here? 11 months. Okay,
New
cool.
augments
So
research. Strap in.
this dragon has destroyed our planet. This planet no longer
Build job
exists.
complete.
Well, dragon ate our planet. But our ships are now faster to travel between stars, which is wonderful. I think we're gonna go for cloaking now. First off, we can cloak our science ships so they can go through systems where there are enemies. Secondly, we can cloak frigates. We can build cloaked frigates, which we could then use to ambush this thing and destroy it outright. Just in one fell swoop. Could just try and go for it. But we'll see. Okay, this guy here is our army commander. So he will become a general. And he's not on the council, so it's fine. He will be our general. We're also missing a little bit of food. We still don't have an agricultural world. I think we're mainly doing it through our home main system here. Unemployed specialists and elites. Yeah, well.
We've data mined this system dry.
That's a nice alpine world for us. So we want to take this for sure. Arctic world and Tomb world also good for us. I mean, all of these are good for us. I swear I did see someone build a station here. I swear. But apparently it didn't happen. So we can just take the system now. With the Arctic world... Oh. Yep, that's exactly how we pronounce it. Are these cloaked?
We've constructed something game-changing.
Oh, we didn't know if they're cloaked. I don't think they're cloaked, but they can just go in here. Fearless. They're species with unspent species points in the Empire. That means that there's something we can modify somehow. Oh god, there's so many species all of a sudden. Only Empire species. I only want to see what's in our Empire. And what can we change? None of these have unspent species points. What are you talking about? There's nothing we can do. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why it says this. To Haruni? Who are the Haruni? Haruni. Do they even exist? I don't see anything with that name. Am I blind? They should be here somewhere, no? I don't know why it's saying this. Unless it's one of the pre-sapiens. The Eruxo? The Sinurian? Nope. It's not the pre-sapiens either. The pre-FTLs. It's not them? Okay. Interesting stuff.
That upgrade was well worth the alloys.
Don't quite understand this. Alright, let's learn this here. Resettlement cost minus 50%. That's nice. And we get another extension perk. Now, okay, interesting. So we have a few things here now open to us. Where we can get something that is pretty much late game oriented. Besides the one we had available to us before already. We're not going to go look at these. We're going to go look at the bigger ones. Some of these are DLC related, so you might not have them. We could try and become psionic. Mind over matter. Only a fraction of the potential contained with our minds will be unlocked. Latent psionic abilities of our species are now only beginning to manifest in certain individuals. It's time to abandon the flawed organic vessel that imprisons our minds. By transferring our neural patterns into synthetic bodies, we will achieve a higher stage of being. I don't think that's us. The limits and constraints imposed on our feeble organic bodies are simply unacceptable. To reach our full potential, we must turn cybernetic implants. I don't think that's us either. To leave our genetic destiny in the hands of nature is an inefficient and excruciatingly slow process. Why not jumpstart the future of our species? We definitely feel inadequate now. We definitely feel inadequate. And I think we want to grow and be better now. But having a pacifist mindset, I think we're going to go with mind over matter. We will be thinking that we can conquer our limitations by putting our minds to it. So, yeah, we're going to go do this, which gives us access to a new tradition tree, psionics, and unlocks an agenda, which grants psionic technologies and research options. So we'll take this. We will try and overcome our failures with being strong-willed, better, stronger-willed. I will right-click this because I don't know what species that is. I don't think that actually exists. We have some extra things here. Artifact analysis. Let's get some algae inside. Doesn't really quite matter much. Where do we have enemies? Oh, a void worm entered our systems. We don't like this. We will send our fleets immediately to try and deal with it. We need to shoot this thing down. And we're also going to go ahead and reinforce our fleets, I think. I mean, there are some systems I still want, but it's okay. We definitely just learned a valuable lesson about how we defend ourselves, how we not defend ourselves. We certainly need a more powerful fleet. So these guys are sitting around. These guys are sitting around. And this thing here is attacking our station, which I don't like. That means it might start to try and put down roots here. Look at it try its very best with his one little cannon there shooting this thing. So it might try and settle down here, which is definitely why we're sending our fleets. They will take a while. That's a drawback of a large empire, of course. For our fleets to reach up north here, they will travel a while. We will eventually be able to speed up travel between our systems, but not in anytime soon.
Build job complete.
So we're losing food again? I don't know. This is very up and down. Very up and down. I think the Empire capital just keeps switching around
This system's
jobs,
secrets are ours.
or people are migrating away from here. So jobs are getting reshuffled again. This is usually how it goes.
We've constructed something game-changing.
That's all. We need more people. So our guys are following this thing here. We're just traveling around. Oh, wait. Will these two fight? Oh, yeah. I think the void worms are in for a little bit of a surprise here. I think Shard will, yep, rip this apart. But maybe. Ah, shame. I thought maybe we can see the hull points here. But certainly we will turn our fleets right around. Thank you, Shard. That is very kind of you to help us in such a way. Defend our systems by eating the void worm that is coming here parasitically. Unacceptably. Abandoned biolab. Cells has led Mel and him to conclude that they were kept against their will. We salvaged a few equipment parts. Almost everything is decayed markedly. Limited data remaining in the computer system. Okay. Found some ancient facility we're taking apart now. Let's upgrade our defenses as best we can. Anytime we can. What a shame. What a shameful display our defense of our home systems was. Ay, ay, ay. Absolutely obliterated. So there are a lot of things happening here.
That upgrade was well
again,
worth the alloys.
we don't get to have a say. We just vote with our overlord, so we're not even going to look at this.
Fleet augmented.
None of which will be much of an impact. And if
We've
we are in breach
constructed
of
something
galactic law, we
game-changing.
will be informed.
Time for some new
worded
chrome.
letters will be sent. Okay, we can build arc furnaces now, which is wonderful. Storm wreaking havoc. Of course, we're very sad to hear of the damage done there. We cried, indeed we cried, so please allow us to help. Okay, so we can get cosmic weather models as energy paid technology. We just take it. It's a good offer. 1,500 energy is not a lot for us.
New augments researched. Strap in.
So we'll take it. Okay. I think we have learned our lesson and we need bigger stations. So we're gonna go get our star holds to fortify our borders better. That's definitely what we want to do. And we got cosmic weather forecast. Through the use of scientific weather models, we can track the movement and formation of impending cosmic storms, which is wonderful. I don't think we need to build anything, it's just a feature. So we just bought this, so we'll be able to predict these storms happening. Again, this is DLC, might not ever affect you if you don't have that DLC.
This system's secrets are ours.
Of course, we can't pick a new technology because, well, nothing to pick.
This isn't going well. Jacking out.
Okay, Hunter Space Amoebas. For some reason, these just kind of appeared here. I think they're traveling around from system to system. We might
Build
want
job
to go
complete.
do these with our fleets. But first we go upgrade them, complete them, before we try and attack these amoebas here, traveling around. They do keep us a little bit apart from our own planets and everything. Speaking of our planets, let's make sure everyone has gene clinics and robot assembly plants. That's really the main thing I need out of these. So they grow, they get a lot of people going. They don't have robot assembly plants yet. That's a big shame. Let's build those. And be sure that... Whoa, okay. They're working the trader jobs, but they need to work the medical center. That needs prioritization. Can I send some civilians? Only 2 robots available? I don't think there's anywhere in our empire to send people from. So these pre-FDL civilizations will be a boon for us, so it's more
That
slaves.
upgrade was well worth the alloys.
We could go ahead and increase our relation with these guys, with our overlords. I think we should. So we can negotiate our agreements. Who else would we be talking to anymore? The people who just conquered us. They do have defenders as well, but for now we are just conquered. First and foremost. They conquered people. Temporarily. Temporarily. Mark my words. We're not done here. So, if we can upgrade the stations, that gives us more buildings. And we can build more defense platforms.
That
So
upgrade was well worth the alloys.
these become way more powerful over time as we invest in them. Our food just keeps jumping around. Like we can't make up our mind how much food we want. So we have very gracefully lost the war now.
We've constructed something game-changing.
It's okay. Sometimes this happens. Sometimes this is the only way. Only way out. Let's sell us some energy credits because we have a lot, and then we have a bigger buffer here on the trade. So we'll sell 5,000, say. Have more. Much less of a scary situation right there. Do we have any
This system's secrets are ours.
policies and edicts for volatile modes? Land clearance, that's not super important. That's too expensive for what it is. Even with a shield boost, boy howdy. Did we get bonkled? Did we get hit over the head? That's crazy. These militarists. The things they can do with their weapons and ships. It is impressive. It's very impressive. Do we know more about this storm now? Remaining duration 15 years. I don't know if we knew this before. But eventually we will possibly, maybe want to do something against storms. But I think we're already being subterran. Kind of insulated against it all. Let's upgrade the main buildings where available. Because that's usually good. Melda and Lim produced a partial translation for one of the data files recovered in the facility. Research lead Gelibor. The new prototype showed initial promise. Subject's immune system boosted manifold and all pathogens were eradicated. We will try again. The universal macrophage is within our reach. Well, virus research stuff.
Time for some new chrome.
Trying to get some really good defensive systems internally. Very good. Farmers 20% up. That should help this a lot, I hope. Faction resource output. I kind of want that, but let's check here first. 6. Oh, damn. 6. There are 6 of these. Damn. We take this now. Our food should be boosted enough, but it might take a moment to take effect. It's been jumping around a lot because we have so many people resettling in our systems all the time. Still. Let's do your research in the system here and then you go back up, please. We have lots to discover still. Void Hunter, Engineer. Oh, I like Engineer. This repairs ships automatically. It's pretty good while they're out and about. Speaking of ships. Let's build us more of these. Enclave Diplomacy. Okay, these are, hey, would you like to renew the research agreement we signed previously? And we're like, yeah, sure. Thank you. I'm willing to pay that. Can you... We would like to establish a mutual think tank. We can now build the curated think tank starbase building in the Yildiz system. Okay. Okay, so we would have to set that up here. Which would cost us 1 starbase slot. Can't even upgrade that. Don't have the alloys. Can you tell us of the mysteries of the universe? Can you tell us about the Ether Drake? I think that's Shard. The Ether Drake species is ill-suited to life in our universe. The last dragon is strong but not invincible. Tell us how to defeat it. Damage to the Ether Drake plus 25%. Yeah, we'll take that. 1,000 energy, we'll take it. Scales respond to percussive rhythm. To be more precise, certain frequencies have a relaxing effect on the subdermal musculature, controlling the positioning and shock absorption of their scales. A reflex that once played a key role in the Ether Drake's social interactions. It's now a clear and obvious weakness. Adjusting the firing pattern of our vessels according to the particular rhythm will greatly increase the damage you can inflict on the last dragon. It was never meant for our age. Put it out of its misery. That sounds good. And we can have a mutual think tank here if we can only save up enough alloy. Or produce enough
We need an
alloy.
exit strategy, stat!
That's the amoeba running around wild here. I think I want to take care of these. They're upgraded, they're repaired. I think we're going to go kill these amoeba now. Alrighty. And this is it. This is how you gracefully lose a war. Sometimes there's really not much to be done. Sometimes you just lose a bunch. You have to regroup and recover. We are honestly in a little bit of a safer situation now, with these guys being our protectors to a degree, and we're not paying much for the privilege. But of course our xenophobic ways have been just reinforced by seeing how dastardly these races act toward us. Hope you enjoyed this. If you learned something, leave a comment. If you have a question, leave a comment. Or join our Discord. And we play Stellaris on stream every Saturday. Please feel free to join us there. Hope you enjoy. Hope you have a good time. Enjoy. Good luck with your own empires and appreciate you. Until then, bye-bye.